Okay, at last we've made it to La Rotonda, one of the most beautiful buildings in the world. Here's the grounds.
Do you want those out of the way?
No. Okay, here we are, the Villa Rotunda. Now I have my microphone on. I'm going to do a little video here. The world's most beautiful building. This time it was €5 to get in. That's Monte Barrico up there. Beautiful. Che bella.
What?
Get some of that.
I've seen the king there already right here.
Yeah, love it out here.
It was really quite impressive to see. It looked kind of like the Central European version of Blade Runner or something like that. Really tragic.
Okay, boys, you had enough of the Villa Rotunda?
Yes.
Now this one over here, did he design that to
Palladio? I don't believe so. Not sure. And the only reason, actually, you know, that probably was, but there's another villa around here that he didn't design.
Okay, let's move on down.
No.
Okay, now we're in La Bella Città di Vicenza, my little hometown. Now, back in the day, we used to shop in the Coin. It's a department store. But back in the day, you could just park around. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful city. What we want to find is the main square. We're on the Corso Palladio. That's a good sign. So here we are at the Basilica, and what's amazing, this thing has been totally cleaned up. It was always dark. The marble was always dark. It's all been cleaned. This is one of Palladio's greatest commissions. It was basically the city hall, or the municipal building. I don't know if it was so much the city hall, but it was like, let me focus that again. Look at this, it's gorgeous. And all cleaned up. The grime of centuries. I must admit, I had no idea that it would look like this. This was City Hall when I lived here, because this is where I got married, in this place. By a municipal officer. Okay, here we are again. Again, it's really weird that this whole basilica has been cleaned up, and it's beautiful. White marble. I never knew that was there. I guess I knew it was there. I just never thought it could actually be clean. So this is cool. You got the Doric columns on the base, and then the Ionian style. What a gorgeous building. Okay, so this is war memorial of people killed in the War of Independence. People from Vicenza. And it's right on this wall here. Looking up that beautiful bell tower. And look at the detail up there on the basilica. Another building that's been totally cleaned up. In fact, I can't wait to compare some of the pictures I took a few years ago. That building over there was the original City Hall. And then later, Palladio built the basilica. So, I'd never really seen this thing looking so beautiful with these bas reliefs, mythological figures. And it has the Corinthian order capitals. It's gorgeous. When I lived here, it was just kind of this building in bad need of cleaning, and now it's been all cleaned up. And it says Baptista Bernardo Prefetto. So Bernardo, John Baptist Bernardo, evidently was the ruler of this town when this thing was built, I'm guessing. So we're going to go into the arcade here. And here's underneath the arcade. It's just a beautiful masterpiece. Still in the arcade. Okay, so before I leave, I just got to show you this. This is at table with the Alpini. It's a festival of bacala. Bacala is far from my favorite food. I'll tell you that. I'll eat it, but only in a pinch. So these are the twin whatchamacallits. There's the line of St. Mark's tail sticking out. I'll get a better shot of that. Pedestals, I guess is the word. Columns. What do you call a column with a statue? There's the line of St. Mark. And there's Christ victorious. It's raining here today. And here's a nice little touch, a BMW police car. I think every cop needs one of those. Okay, so here we are. Whoop, let me fix this. Okay, so here we are at another Palladio villa. With the little duck pond going by. The little duckies. And the beautiful gardens. And the gardens up here, the Giardini Salvi. So, I'm not absolutely certain, but I bet maybe the Salvi Villa. We're going to find out. Anyway, here's the garden, which is now a public park. Isn't this nice? Now, I'd be lying if I said I'd been here more than twice back in my Army days. I don't know that I sufficiently appreciated the delights of Vicenza. Because of course we just viewed it as our hometown. What the hell? How good can your hometown be? Of course we knew about the Villa Rotonda, or I did, but I don't remember getting down to this park very often. There the little ducky's taking a little nap. Hey, Mr. Duck. Looks like that little villa is open to visitors. I see some people over there. In any case, that thing figures in our Don Giovanni movie. There's a scene. Okay, so this is the front of the villa that we were looking at with the duck pond.
And this is the upstairs, and this was the downstairs.
That's probably the stable over there. But interestingly, right next to this is a piece of Fascismo architecture.
Correct.
Which you can't really tell.
Well, it's all the way down. Now let's go see what way down there it looks like.
Well, I'm doing this video here, and I want to get the Fascismo. Now, look at this, how these windows are broken and stuff. But the reason I think this is Fascismo is because...
Go ahead.
Oh, you know what this is? Casa del Mutilato. How about
The
that?
Association of
Yeah, those are invalids of the war.
in the war. As per public. So this was a hospital.
So here is what I'm thinking is Fascismo, because it's got those totally stripped down columns. You see this in the post office in Naples, for example. It's modern art interpretation of Renaissance or ancient Roman columns. And here's this beautiful public park with the canal going through it. Go back to the park here. Someday that building will be renovated as a wonderful example of first half of 20th century architecture once the scars of Fascismo are healed, if they're ever healed in this country. And this looks like another building over here. So my guess is these were some kind of public buildings. And they've definitely fallen into disuse. But then, when we go over here, I'll meet you back up over there. Okay, so there's another beautiful villa, or what's left of it. Villa or not. See, the giveaway are the statues on the top.
Yeah, but they're not statues.
They are statues.
Oh, there's only two of them.
Right.
See, he would have them.
All along, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Here we are in this beautiful park in Vicenza. With the very cool horse fountain. Okay, so bottom line is we've been enjoying the Giardino Salvi. The Salvi Gardens. Here's a very nice modern piece. Go with some of the ancient pieces. Okay, this is one of the most remarkable churches in all of northern Italy. Church of San Felice Fortunato. Aside from the fact that I was married first time in this church, the most amazing thing about this church are the mosaics dating from the 4th century of the original church that sat on this site. And these mosaics are very well preserved. And here they are. This church was burned down by the Lombards. And reconstructed. I have a whole history of this church at home, written in Italian. But here are the mosaics. And what you're looking at over here is like a 9th or 10th century columns. So the church, that wall up there would have been the 9th or 10th century reconstruction of the church. And then it was later enlarged, so that far wall is the enlarged part. Now, interestingly, it appears as if maybe this church was ultimately given a Baroque interior from this display, showing some old prints. If my interpretation of that is correct, it's obvious those things have been stripped off. But we'll have to read the guidebook in Italian, and we'll read this too. can't see because it's not opened is the crypt of Felice and Fortunato. There's no access back there. There's the altar. I believe this is my favorite church in Vicenza. At one time, according to the sign back there, this had a Baroque decoration. But obviously the Baroque decoration was taken down. Here we have an ancient tower. And look at that Capitol. That thing looks like it was carved around 800 or something. Oh yes. Here we go. These are the bambini adopted by the parish. Excuse me, sir. We're interviewing American tourists. First of all,
And what would you like to know?
well, first thing I want to know as an American tourist, are you Roman Catholic, Protestant, or atheist, or something in between?
I am one of those Presbyterians.
And what do you think of this church, Mr.
I think it's
Presbyterian?
very beautiful, and it reminds me of a mission church I saw in Isleta, Texas.
Really?
Yes, especially the ceiling and the squareness of the building.
Wow, that's interesting.
It wasn't near as high. It was only 1 story high, but it had the same feel inside.
And do you feel that this is a holy ground that we're on here?
Yes, but I feel that there's no place on earth that's not a holy ground. How about that?
Well then, if everything is holy, nothing is holy.
Oh, no, that's wrong. Because God is everywhere.
Okay, so I thought I'd bring the boys up here to Marositca. So we are now at the Castello Superiore, the upper castle. And in a while we'll go to the Inferiore. This is way up on this hill.
You remember it without...
Yeah. So we got our little olive trees up here. Would you care for an olive? And there's an ornithological museum. Okay, so like, here's the lower walled city. This quick because I'm running out of electricity in this battery. Okay, fortunately I found another charged battery, so I can do a little more video here. There's some little kid up there calling for his grandmother. Nana, Daddy, Daddy. So it looks like this thing was built by the Scaligars, the tyrants of Verona. Scaligar, tyrants of Verona. And look at these little olives here. Yes. Let's focus those. I wonder if they serve those olives in the restaurant. I'll tell you one thing, this is going to be really tough getting down because I got to back the car up. And that is not going to be an easy task. Okay, so this is our little Marositca castle. We're going to go in and see what the town looks like. Last time I was here it was dark, 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 so. This is the coolest castle you're going to see all day.
Yes, I agree.
We represent. Couple statues of Il Duce. There's a flea market going on here in Marositca. There's the line of St. There's the line of St. Mark. Hello. Let's try that again. The line of St. Mark. I'm not sure I got Il Duce. This is the killed in the war. Now this is a small town. There can't be more than 7,000 to 8,000 people in this town. Here's the list of people killed in the First World War. And here's the people killed in the Liberation, 1943. And over here are the ones killed in the War of 35, 36, and 40, 45.
Several of them there.
I'm almost tempted to get one.
Helmet and one definitely.
Huh?
You want the helmet?
Yeah. You can get your very own linen banner. That would be cool. That is way cool. Okay, so this is the human chessboard. Actually, human and horses and everything else chessboard. And over there we've got the Leone di San Marco. Every good Venetian town has one of those. And up there you can see the Castello Superiore. And over here is the Castello Inferiore, the walls of the town. Oh look, there's another line of St. Mark up there on the gate. Okay, so this is the inferior castle. Which opens out there into the square. Obviously a courtyard where the cavalry would gather, or the troops who were going to sally forth. There's a monument to some partisans. Let's get a focus on that. Okay, so you can get a sense of this. This is the courtyard, and when you look outside you can see the walls. Now part of the walls have been knocked down in the intervening centuries with some kind of a store being put there. But over here, the wall is intact. With a little gate. And here's the story of the walls and gates. So, that's Marositca. Okay, so this is a description of this palace, and if you're watching this on video, I'm not going to hold this thing for 5 minutes to read it, so you're going to want to hit pause. I'm going to count you down. 3, 2, 1.